Hey everybody, it's Christina Quick from the Profitable Psychic Divination and Business Academy. Welcome. So today we're going to be continuing on in our Etsy for Tarot Readers series. And so I figured, one of the best places to start is by filling up your listings. Okay. And this is going to be a continuation of a video. I've already done a video, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that. It's going to give you kind of an overview of the steps to selling tarot readings on Etsy. And what I'm going to do in subsequent videos is kind of go more in depth into those particular steps. So step one was setting up an account there and using an affiliate link to get 40 free listings. Okay, so step two, we're going to be talking about how to create your listings and furthermore, how to actually get a bunch of ideas for your listings because you're going to need to be setting up about 25. And I would really say 20 to 25 minimum is a really good place to start. So, and that can be kind of a daunting task. People can be like, oh, well, that's a lot of work. And I admit that it is. So today I want to show you how to use eRank and a free account to show you how to come up with ideas and to see what is actually selling and what sells well, and to kind of give you some ideas of how to diversify your listings. Okay. So the very first thing you'll need is you will need to sign up for a free account eRank, and you'll need to sync your shop with it. As you can see, it'll tell you certain things like, for my shop, the one that I sync to it, I've sold 89% more items than other people on Etsy. So that's kind of cool, even though I haven't been on Etsy for a little while now. Um, and then I don't have my listing synced because my shop is different now. I'm turning it into a merchandise shop. So I'm just basically utilizing this shop to use eRank to show you how I used to do this and how easy it can be. Okay, so if you go up here to tools, you will see that most of the tools you can't really use unless you have the premium account. And, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth paying for it if you're very serious about Etsy. However, there's a wealth of information you can get just from using the keyword tool. So we're going to click over to keyword tool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to type in the most basic keyword short tail SEO's term, and we're basically just going to type in tarot reading, and we're just going to pop that in there and see what comes up. All right, so I had to think about it for a little bit. So we can see the average price for a tarot card reading right now as of 2020 is $11.76. Someone asked me, or someone mentioned the other day about how they didn't want to start selling tarot readings on Etsy because they noticed that the prices are really low. And listen, you don't have to be competitive in your pricing. Yes, there is a market for low priced readings on Etsy. There's also a really big market for same day or a 24-hour turnaround market on Etsy for tarot readings. That being said, there's enough room for everybody. You do not have to be competitive, but this will at least give you an idea of what the average price is, and then you can kind of go from there. On Etsy, I would very easily sell readings up to $75. Anything over $75 was a little bit more difficult to move, but certainly people were buying, that would be like $75 was like my really in-depth love and relationship reading, and I also had like a little mini astrology kind of compatibility reading added on into there. But you could certainly do like a one card reading for $10 or $20, or you could easily do like a 5-minute recorded video reading, certainly for $15-25 very easily, and you wouldn't have to be competitive. But it's still, again, it's a it's a good idea to just look at the average pricing. Okay. So what this does here is this creates sort of like a little bubble that you can kind of look at and see what is really, really popular on Etsy. So we can kind of look in here and we can see that, okay, recorded readings sell really well. Money readings sell really well. Getting a reading in a couple hours sells really well. Let's see, detailed tarot readings, twin flame readings, 24-hour readings, tarot love reading, okay? Fertility tarot readings also sell really well. Angel readings here, career tarot readings, okay? And so some of these are some of the ideas that you can kind of start just looking at this word bubble and saying, okay. So this is what's really popular right now. And so these would be a really good place to start. So money readings, fertility readings, career readings, fast psychic readings, aura readings sell really quickly, soulmate readings. Let's see. It looks like the friendship reading is really, really, really popular right now, which wasn't the case when I was on here. But friendship readings, yeah, like relationship readings, like what do they think about me, or like where's our friendship going, or even having friends that you've had in the past, and you're just kind of wondering how they are, or if you guys will ever like reconcile or something like that. That's already 3 or 4 different listings that you can create. Yeah. Okay, so start here, look at those, and then you want to come down here. And what I like to do is I like to press this little button here that shows competition. Okay, so you want to have some keywords. So when you go to fill up your listing, your keywords are going to be at the very, very bottom. They're also called tags. So when you fill up your listing, you want to have at least a couple tags that are going to be relevant to tarot readings, but that are going to be in the high competition, because you want to catch that big net. But then what I really like is that you can kind of scroll down and you can see what has less competition to really make your listing stand out. All right. So I would personally put tarot reading. I would definitely use tarot reading as one of my keywords. I would also, because it's I don't think you can do tarot card reading. You might be able to now. They might have increased that character count. Back when I was doing Etsy, the character count for the tags was much shorter. So I think that if they have tarot card readings now on there, that you could probably fit that in there. So I would do tarot reading as my first tag. I would do tarot card readings as my second tag. And then depending on what the actual, listing is. So if it's a love and relationship one, I would sit here and look at, okay, love tarot reading, probably want to use that one. Probably going to want to use psychic love reading. If it's a same day reading, probably want to use that, and then so on and so forth. And you can kind of look in through here and you can get additional ideas about different types of readings and listings that you can list that sell really well. And especially ones that don't have too high of competition. See, there's only like between, 1,500 to 3,300 people that have listings. So I know that sounds like a lot, but thinking about how many people, millions of people use Etsy, that's really not that much. And so this tool right here will help you fill up your idea list for your listings, and it will also help you clarify and get more ideas for different types of keywords. So let's go a little bit more targeted with this. I'm going to show you one additional way to kind of use this for today's training. Is, let's say we want to go ahead and set up a love and relationship tarot card reading. Okay. So we'll type in love tarot reading. And this way it'll bring up something a little bit more targeted. Okay, so here are some additional keywords that you can use. Psychic love reading, love tarot reading, same day. Video tarot reading, if you do video tarot readings, make sure you use that tag, right? So what I would suggest doing is I would suggest getting together a list, like get yourself a notebook, and on each page, write down the type of reading that you want to do, and then start going through these lists and start cultivating your tags that belong to that certain tarot reading. So, and I would just do one page, front and back per reading. So that way you can work on your copy in there. You can put together like some search titles, which we'll talk about that in a different different video, and just start compiling this list. You know, if you use Instagram or you use social media and you use hashtags, it's kind of like that in a similar way, where we really just want to compile relevant keywords, kind of like hashtags that belong to certain listings. Okay. And I want to say it was something like you can have, what is it? Somewhere between 10 and 12, I think it was, tags that you can have per listing. So check these out, and some of these titles will actually be really good to stick in your title of your description as well for your tarot reading. So let me know how this helps you. In the next video, we'll talk a little bit more about, I want to do another video about like the anatomy of the listings and where what goes where. But in the meantime, if you're following this series, just start compiling, using eRing to start compiling your tags. You can also go to Etsy.com and you can type in tarot card reading and you can view the top popular. Don't choose the sponsored ones because those ones are ads, but choose listings on Etsy that are not ads but are at the very top in popularity, and then go scope out what their tags are too, just to give you some ideas. So I will see you in the next video. See you later.